When rumors started swirling that Blake Shelton had been kicked off today with Jenna and friends after a heated exchange, fans immediately went into overdrive. Social media lit up with dramatic headlines, short clips taken out of context, and speculation that something major had gone down behind the scenes. Was it a clash of personalities? A political disagreement? A joke that didn't land? Or was this another example of how fast narratives can spiral in the age of viral content? Asterisk, the appearance was supposed to be like Shelton, known for his laid-back humor and Oklahoma charm, was on the show to promote upcoming projects and chat about life after The Voice. Ever since he stepped away from his long-running coaching role, audiences have been curious about what's next for him. His music career remains strong, his fan base loyal, and his public persona largely built on wit and an ability to laugh at himself. Asterisk. But live television has a way of producing moments that feel bigger than they are. Asterisk. According to viewers who watched the segment unfold, the energy shifted midway through the interview. What started as playful banter turned slightly tense when the conversation moved toward Shelton's decision to leave The Voice. One of the hosts pressed him about whether he truly walked away on his own terms or if behind-the-scenes politics influenced his exit. Shelton, who was known for being direct, didn't dodge the question. He responded candidly, emphasizing that family life and a desire for balance were his main motivations. Asterisk still. Some viewers interpreted his tone as defensive. Others felt the follow-up questions were unnecessarily pointed. In a world where body language is dissected frame by frame, even a pause or a raised eyebrow can spark controversy. Asterisk clips circulating online showed Shelton leaning back, arms crossed at one point, delivering a response that some described as icy. However, full-length footage suggests the exchange may not have been as explosive as the internet made it out to be. Live interviews are dynamic. Hosts ask probing questions. Guests respond authentically. That tension doesn't automatically equal a meltdown. Asterisk. The narrative that Shelton was kicked off. The show seems to have originated from a moment near the end of the segment. After a brief commercial break, the conversation wrapped sooner than expected. To some, it appeared abrupt. To others, it felt like a standard timing adjustments, something that happens frequently in live programming. Asterisk. It's worth remembering that Today with Jenna and Friends is an evolving format under the broader umbrella of Today. Guest hosts rotate, segments shift, and pacing changes based on schedule constraints. A shortened interview does not necessarily signal a behind-the-scenes fallout. Asterisk. Shelton's career has weathered far bigger storms, from chart-topping hits like God's Country to his high-profile marriage to Gwen Stefani. He's lived much of his life in the public eye. If anything, he's proven remarkably consistent in how he handles media moments, often choosing humor over hostility. Asterisk. So what actually happened during that heated exchange? Asterisk. Some insiders claimed there was a disagreement over a joke that didn't land the way Shelton intended. Known for his sarcastic style, he occasionally walks a fine line between playful ribbing and comments that can be misread. On a talk show, especially one with a daytime audience, tone matters. A joke that might kill in a country music arena doesn't always translate the same way on a morning couch. Asterisk. However, there's no verified report from NBC or the show's producers stating that Shelton was removed from the set or banned from future appearances. In fact, industry watchers point out that if a guest truly storms off or is escorted out, it rarely stays quiet. Staffers talk, production leaks happen, entertainment outlets confirm details quickly. In this case, official silence suggests the situation may have been exaggerated. Asterisk. The bigger question is why audiences are so quick to believe dramatic headlines. Asterisk. Part of it is Shelton's outspoken reputation. Throughout his tenure on The Voice, he built a persona as the blunt, sometimes mischievous coach who didn't sugarcoat his opinions. That authenticity endeared him to millions, but it also makes it easier for viral posts to paint him as confrontational. Asterisk. Another factor is the appetite for celebrity conflict. A smooth, polite interview doesn't trend. A heated exchange does. Algorithms reward outrage, and short clips often stripped of context fuel speculation. Asterisk. It's also important to look at Shelton's broader trajectory. After leaving The Voice, he's been vocal about wanting to focus on family and step away from constant television exposure. That doesn't mean he's withdrawing from public life, but it does suggest he's selective about appearances. If an interview veers into territory he doesn't feel like revisiting, he may simply choose to redirect or disengage, rather than play along. Asterisk. Those who know Shelton's history recall similar moments in past interviews, where his dry humor was briefly mistaken for irritation. Yet over time, those moments faded without lasting damage to his reputation. His core audience appreciates his straightforward style. They don't expect him to deliver polished PR lines every time. Meanwhile, supporters of the show argue that hosts have a job to do. Asking tough or clarifying questions isn't disrespectful, it's part of journalism. If anything, viewers often criticize talk shows for being too soft on celebrity guests. Walking that line between friendly and probing is tricky. In the aftermath of the rumored incident, Shelton did not post any angry statements or cryptic messages. There was no public feud, no retaliatory interviews, no pointed social media That silence speaks volumes. Celebrities who feel wronged often respond quickly, either directly or through representatives. Instead, Shelton returned to promoting his music and upcoming performances as usual. Industry insiders suggest that if there had been a serious altercation, scheduling conflicts or cancellations would have surfaced by now. What can we learn from this? First, context is everything. A 20-second clip rarely tells the whole story. Tone, pacing, and editing shape perception. Second, not every tense moment equals a career-altering blow-up. Live TV thrives on spontaneity. Sometimes that spontaneity includes awkward beats. And third, Shelton's brand has always been rooted in authenticity. Whether coaching singers, performing on stage, or sitting on a talk show couch, he tends to say what he thinks. That honesty can create friction, but it's also why fans trust him. If anything, the brief flap reel, or perceived, reminds us how delicate the balance is between entertainment and interrogation. Celebrities are expected to be open, but not defensive, humorous, but not edgy, honest, but not controversial. It's a narrow lane to navigate. As of now, there is no confirmed evidence that Blake Shelton was officially kicked off today with Jenna and friends. The idea appears to be fueled more by viral speculation than documented fact. Until credible sources confirm otherwise, the incident looks less like a dramatic ejection and more like a routine moment, amplified by online buzz. For Shelton, this chapter will likely fade as quickly as it emerged. His fan base remains strong. His career trajectory continues forward. And if history is any guide, he'll probably laugh about it in a future interview, perhaps even turning the headline into a punchline. In the fast-moving world of celebrity media, perception often outruns reality. But for Blake Shelton, a brief on-air attention isn't likely to derail a career built on decades of chart success, television popularity, and a reputation for saying exactly what's on his mind. Whether you saw the segment live or caught a viral clip later, one thing is clear. Sometimes the biggest stories aren't about what actually happened, but about how quickly the internet decides what it thinks happened.